Welcome to the Mike Prince Show. I know it has been a while. I know it has been confusing, but Harvey has come and shook up, can't say the world, but he had at least shaken up Texas as we have once known it. And Irma is doing her thing. Jose is doing his thing. And Catalina, I believe, is the other one on the route. So it is officially hurricane season. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, and welcome to the September 7th edition of the Mike Prince Show. We do not have any music going on today in the midst of chaos and everything. We didn't have all that in motion, but we are going to be producing the show on today. We got a lot in store, a lot to talk about. We'll be going straight through today, no breaks. We're going to just let it rip and let it ride and do what we can while we can right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Football season has been delayed for the Panthers, but it is time, and it starts tonight. Prairie View taking on Sam Houston Bearkats. 6:30 kickoff time from the new Prairie View Football Stadium, a.k.a. Blacksher Stadium. Panthers, under shotgun Willie Simmons, will have their season opener on tonight, as well as the home opener for Texas Southern, as they'll host Houston Baptist. It will be the battle of the Southwestern Athletic Conference and the Southland Conference on tonight. Houston Baptist will be taking on Texas Southern, and Prairie View be taking on Sam Houston Bearkats. Prairie View, of course, with a much taller order to take care of business on tonight, as the Panthers will hit the field for the very first time. Of course, if you just now heard Harvey shook up the Labor Day Classic, they have rescheduled that game for November, Thanksgiving weekend. I believe it's going to be, I think the time, I don't know, I have to check back. Follow me on Twitter at Radio Guy, and we'll get you caught up on that. Instagram, we got a new handle on Instagram. We did some upgrading and some rearranging on things. Instagram is now Radio Guy 22. Radio Guy 22. And with that being said, we are, as I say, locked and loaded and ready to go. We want to thank our sponsors for helping us to get things off the ground. Farmers Insurance of Hempstead, Miss LaTanya Chappell, a great, faithful supporter of Waller County athletics, Prairie View in particular. She is a 1993 grad of Prairie View A&M University, and she is there to help you out. The number that you can call Miss LaTanya Chappell is 979-826-3026. She has home, life, auto, and all sorts of insurance hookups for you and your family. Be sure to give her a call at 979-826-3026. We want to remind everybody that we have a slew of games covered here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Mike Prince Show starting tonight. The Prairie View A&M University Panthers will be hosting Sam Houston. Texas Southern will be hosting the Houston Baptist Huskies. So it will be football all around us. And on Friday night, we'll have our high school coverage. The Waller Bulldogs will open up, as well as the Rosehill Christian Eagles and the Hempstead Bobcats. They'll catch all those games live Friday here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. That is obn-radio.com. obn-radio.com. You go to the Live Now page section, and once you get there, you will go to Channel 3 for Waller Bulldog action on Friday night. For Channel 5 would be for Hempstead, and Channel 6 would be for the Rosehill Christian Eagles. And on Saturday, yes, we're not done. Saturday, we will have a exclusive debut for Blinn Buccaneers football, as they will be on Channel 1 at the obn-radio.com website. The Blinn Buccaneers will be hosting Navarro. That kickoff time will be at 7 p.m. We will be there, entire crew, to give you that game as it will unfold from Brenham, Texas, at Blinn, as Blinn shares the field, if I would, with the Brenham Cubs. So that game will be on tonight. Not tonight, Friday night, Saturday night. Man, I got so much football, I don't know what to do. Don't forget the NFL starts tonight, but we don't cover too much NFL professional sports here. We do make mention from time to time, but just since I brought it up, the Chiefs and the Patriots will be taking place on tonight, so it will be so much going on. We just wanted to get you up to speed in everything that's going on. This is a special edition of the Mike Prince Show, as we have been producing all week long the greatest upset in collegiate football history as we have known it, as it's been reported and recorded. Of course, that was the Howard Bison upsetting the UNLV Rebels. You heard Coach Mike London exclusively here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network as he comes to us each and every week. We also heard from Coach Kenneth Carter, who is the head football coach of the Delaware State Hornets. You can listen to those coaches each and every week right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Coach Shotgun Willie Simmons will be featured here. He is the head man for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. You can catch him weekly right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And, of course, we have The Dig, our volleyball coverage for the Southwestern Athletic Conference, as we hear from all of the SWAC coaches each and every week right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And, of course, our high school football roundups as we get ready to hear reports, not just on the Bulldogs, the Eagles, or the Bobcats, but we're going to also cover Tomball Memorial, Magnolia West, all the schools in this region. We'll be giving you scoring updates and reports over the course of the weekend, how they fare out throughout the football season. And we have another show that has been launched off. It is Outspoken with Mr. Andre Davis and Miss Tony Hall. They come to you each and every week here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. As a matter of fact, their show debuted today. You can go to our Spreaker account, that's SPREAKER, and register. Follow us. That way you'll never miss any shows that will be brought up. You'll never miss Outspoken. You'll never miss the Mike Prince Show. You'll never miss Our Journey Alive. You'll never miss the Sports Report, or even our Sunday morning lives and community updates and reports that we have throughout the course of our coverage. Don't forget, our low-tech app phone number is 605-477-5066. We're also going to be opening up our call-in line that is going to be coming up real soon as we get ready to take your phone calls each and every day right here at the Mike Prince Show on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. If I had not told you, I'll tell you again. My Twitter handle is Radio Guy, and my Instagram handle is Radio Guy 22. So Radio Guy 22 for the Instagram, and Radio Guy for YouTube, not YouTube, but Twitter. So I'm getting all confused right now. It's so much action, so much information in such a short time to get it to you. I got a story I want to touch on a little bit, as I have been known to, I guess, grind a little bit and complain, some would say, but I think that it's all about just being consistent and being fair, in all honesty. I made a mention a couple of weeks ago. I know since Harvey has hit, everything has been thrown off. But a couple of weeks ago, I made mention on how the local media had made reference to all of the collegiate teams that were getting started for football, and it was exciting. I was listening. They made mention of U of H. That's pretty obvious. They made mention of University of Texas. That's pretty obvious. And speaking of University of Texas and Texas A&M, they made mention of Texas A&M. Well, both of them coaches off to a rough start, but I don't want to digress. And they made mention of Rice University. and even made mention of Houston Baptist. But they failed to mention Texas Southern and Prairie View A&M University. And, I did my little spiel, said what I had to say, and I vented a little bit. And, I think I have the right to, because we've been consistent, with the exception of Harvey. Harvey shook up the world, but we were able to get back on course, and we're mighty thankful for that. Technology is wonderful. We had some internet issues. I've upgraded and got a new service. I'll tell you guys about that. Still on jury decision on that, deliberation, trying to find out if that will be. But anyway, I'll get back to my point that I was making. As I made the note that, hey, man, don't forget about Texas Southern. Texas Southern is right next door to University of Houston. There's absolutely no way that you should miss that. There's absolutely no way you should miss that. So the Houston Chronicle comes out with an article today, in fact, in regards of collegiate football. There are only 2 games on the docket here in the Houston area on this evening, and that is Texas Southern taking on Houston Baptist. And the Houston Chronicle did a very admirable job. I'll tip my hat to them. And then they bring up the Sam Houston Prairie View game. And reading the article, you would think that Sam Houston was the home team. You would think that Sam Houston was 45 miles northwest of Houston. The article makes a blurb reference to Prairie View, but the article was really in consistency and consumption of Sam Houston. And all fairness, Sam Houston, number 3 in FCS rankings. I got all that. But Prairie View was the home team. So the last time I was talking that they didn't show love to Texas Southern and Prairie View. So now it's Prairie View that's being cast to the side. Am I being sensitive? Am I being too emotional? Maybe. But I find it ironic. I find it challenging that you can do all of this, and whatever it is, however it goes, you don't want to accept that Prairie View is a Division I program. Prairie View is noteworthy of being recognized. Yes, thank you for mentioning Prairie View in your opening paragraph of the Prairie View Sam Houston broadcast or game tonight. However, it is a very obvious sign, at least to this guy, that we have got to make sure that our message is heard, that our story is told, that our points are highlighted. Prairie View is a university that has 18 Division I sports. It is a university that truly produces productive people. It is a university that has set the standard, not just for HBCUs, but for colleges as a whole. Regardless of what you may think, regardless of how you may feel, but you have got to understand that at some point, we have got to stop trying to force people that don't want to hear what we have to say and take the message to those that are willing. That's just this guy's opinion. I don't know what it's going to take for us to realize that until we gather the facts and share our message, we're going to forever be the black sheep. We're going to forever be the outcast. But you can turn that into a true positive. You can really turn that into a true positive. And the way you do that is you embrace who you are, you work with what you've got, and you let the rest take care of itself. And that is the mentality that we must take. That is the handle, if you will, that we must get a hold to and realize that, hey, I can't take this personal. I can't keep waddling in this thing. I've got to move forward, and I got to do what I got to do. So, PV Nation, we need you to show up tonight. We need you to show up and make all kind of noise, get as hostile in a good way as possible. Let it be known that PV Nation, if no one else cares, PV Nation cares about PV. If we can do that, let it be known, let it be resounding that it is PV or bust. Thanks, but no thanks, Mr. Chronicle. We'll do it with or without you. Don't forget, kickoff is at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. The Panthers hosting the Houston Bearkats. We will be there live in coverage, but not during the broadcast. Long, complicated story. Thank God for each and every one of you who have been calling, inquiring upon the broadcast, but KPVU and yours truly will not be at the helm of the microphone this season on the football nor the basketball broadcast. There was some executive decisions made, and everybody walked away with a complete understanding and appreciation for what they're trying to do and how they're trying to get there. And we're going to let that be where it is. However, the Open Mic Broadcast Network will be in the house for the post-game press conference. We'll also be in the house for our post-game show. And it's simply called 1876 Sports Wrap. 1876 Sports Wrap. We're working on a website. It's still under construction, not quite ready yet, but it's 1876.com. And it is a play on words, if you will. If you look up 1876, the actual number, it was already in place, if you will, by a Japanese company. And we didn't want to be waiting around for that. So we got our creative juices together and we had a play on words, if you will. So 1876.com would simply go the number 8, the word team spelled out, T-E-E-N, and then the numbers 7 and 6. So when you read it off loud together, it says 1876.com. And so that is going to be our platform for our post-game coverage. We're going to have a call-in line where you can dial in and leave your comments, thoughts, concerns of Panthers action as they got developed. That number is 832-934-4447. 832-934-4447. You'll dial that number, call in with the post-game report, and we'll be ready to go. It's actually going to be called 1876 Sports Wrap. And we'll use that for post-game coverage on any sports that the Panthers are involved in. Once again, the site is going to be 1876.com. We're actually going to debut tonight, but we won't have any phone calls on tonight. We'll be kind of doing a raw run, if you will, and we'll get that off the ground, going in and go over some things. We'll have some thoughts, comments, go over the stats, players of the game, plays of the game, and all those little tidbits as we'll keep you in tune, in touch with Panthers Athletics, as well as the Southwestern Athletic Conference and the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. We are just at the tip of the iceberg. Have you not heard the Tuskegee Golden Tigers pulled off what some would consider an upset over Alabama State? Winning this past weekend makes you wonder. Not that I am trying to wish any ill will on anyone, because I know how it goes. But is Coach Jenkins on the hot seat right now? And is Coach Slater, who has just been promoted as athletic director, he's athletic director and head football coach of the Golden Tigers, is he making a statement that, hey, I need to come up to the D1 level with you guys? You know, that's where Coach Cummings came from when he came over to Jackson State and now at Mississippi Valley. So you wonder, will Slater be the next man? He's going to be taking on Coach Hughes and the Jackson State Tigers later on this season. It's going to be very interesting to see how that game unfolds. A lot going in the air, a lot going on. And we're going to keep you in tune right here at the Mike Prince Show and the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Don't forget, our post-game coverage for Panthers football action will begin tonight with the 1876 Sports Wrap. Yours truly, Dr. Mike Prince, and we'll have a couple of cameos from time to time helping us out with that as we will roll through this football season. Panthers opening up tonight against Sam Houston, 6:30 kickoff time. Texas Southern will be taking on Houston Baptist. I believe that's going to be a 7 p.m. kickoff. Now, the Panthers game will be on ESPNU, I believe, and the Houston Baptist Texas Southern game is going to be on local Channel 39. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. Get your DVRs ready and your TiVos or whatever you use to record, and check out both of them if you can't make it, and go ahead. I do believe that the Panthers will have a link up on the website on how you can listen to their broadcast on tonight. So go to pvpanthers.com and check out the Panthers and their link that will lead them to coverage. And come and check us out at obn-radio.com for the post-game coverage. Now, the plan is this. We're going to try and get ready to do the post-game coverage. We'll be there to hear what Coach Simmons has to say, and then we will come back and start our post-game coverage with the 1876 Sports Wrap. So we'll see. We'll probably have someone take notes if we can't get the live audio over across to see how it goes. But it's going to be very interesting. You always, when challenges come up, you come up with solutions. You don't sit up and complain, gripe, moan, and groan. You just move on to the next assignment. And speaking of the next assignment, we are proud to announce and introduce to some that the Open Mic Broadcast Network has come into a broadcasting agreement with Blinn Buccaneers football coverage. And that will start this Saturday, September the 9th, as the Blinn Buccaneers will be hosting Navarro. And that kickoff time will start at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Our pregame show will start at 6:45, and we'll give you all fast-paced action of Blinn Buccaneers football starting this weekend. And it is going to be very interesting, intriguing. Coach Ryan Mahon, who has a weekly talk show here on our network, you can catch him on Mondays. We're going to give you our breakdown of our weekly planned schedule. But Blinn Buccaneers football will be exclusively here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, and we're truly, truly excited about that. As we mentioned, they will be on Channel 1 at obn-radio.com. That is Channel 1. Go there, 6:45, kick up with the pregame show, and listen from beginning to end as the Buccaneers will be hosting Navarro. Buccaneers come victorious with their win off of Kilgore, winning 42-30 on last week. You heard from Coach Ryan Mahon as he broke down the X's and O's, and everybody's running these 4-2-5s nowadays, and I guess it's just a sign of times. It's a copycat league, and so people find something that works, and they work it until the next, I guess, I won't say fad, that doesn't sound, but I guess the next scheme pops his head up. So as those schemes pop in and out, we're going to stay true to the game. We're going to continue to be the leader in local and regional sports coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our motto is the voice of student athletics. We're serving the community through faith and athletics. Coming to you daily right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network at obn-radio.com. Twitter handle is Radio Guy. Instagram is Radio Guy 22. And don't forget, our Facebook page is Open Mic Broadcast Network. That is OPEN, capital MIC. That is all one word, Broadcast Network. Like our page. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. We're going to be doing all kind of videos and everything, updating and upgrading people for tonight's debut of the 1876 Sports Wrap show. Immediately, I won't say immediately, but at least 10 to 15 minutes after the game, we'll have the post-game press conference by Coach Shotgun Willie Simmons, and then we will carry right on in to the show. And speaking of the show, our format has been agreed upon, settled, and it will be as such. Mondays will be our high school JUCO wrap, so we'll give you all the scoring updates, hear from some coaches from our local and regional high school coverage. We'll have Coach Ryan Mahon. That will be on Mondays. On Tuesdays will be the SWAC updates, and, of course, hearing from Coach Shotgun Willie Simmons. That will be on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays will be MEAC Day. Wednesdays we will have Coach Mike London and Coach Ken Carter. Ken Carter of Delaware State, Mike London of Howard University. And, of course, the update scores and everything going on throughout the MEAC. On Thursdays will be Volleyball Day, and that's the Dig. That's where we'll have show programming coming up, talking with all the coaches throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference as they give us the updates and wraps for their collegiate competition on the volleyball hardwood. And Fridays will be Open Mic. We'll talk about any and everything. Take your phone calls on our call-in line at 832-934-4447. 832-934-4447. Don't forget, we do have the message line that you can call and leave your information, questions, concerns, or comments 24 hours a day, and that number is 713-570-6736. I'm out of time. I've got to go, but don't forget to meet us tonight after the Panthers get done playing the Sam Houston Bearkats for the post-game show, the 1876 Sports Wrap. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. As always, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.